the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show at the 2017 Vans Warped Tour, and I'm here with Monique Powell of the band Save Ferris.
Happy to be here. Weather's beautiful.
What's it like to return to this world after all these years?
I was telling someone that it felt like I was like locked in a time capsule for 17 years and then sort of let out to this new world and this new Warped Tour that, you know, was so much more diverse and so many more stages and just much bigger world than I ever remembered it as being. So that's definitely what it felt like. It's been really cool.
Who have you bonded with the most on this tour?
Every band has like a family name, so it's the Guars, and you know, and so the Guars and the American Authors. And the American Authors have been our sort of like band besties the whole tour. It's like a lot of drummers, like the drummer from Dance Gavin Dance is one of my besties, the drummer from Guar is one of my besties. CKY, the guys in CKY are just like everything. Like I'm never gonna let them go. We're just forever gonna be family.
It's weird how drummers always seem to be the most inviting, coolest guys. I mean, after 20 years of interviewing people, drummers are always the guys that are like, sure, no problem.
Oh yeah. I mean, and it's funny because I've always sort of hung out with drummers, which I don't, maybe it's because they're so easygoing. But yeah, I just remember looking around the tent one night and going, like 25% of the drummers on Warped Tour are sitting in this tent with me right now. This is super funny. But they do, like, they really have their own language that they speak with each other, and yeah, they're super cool.
The success that Save Ferris had in the late 90s, early 2000s, how did that change your life?
Well, it definitely gave me experiences I never would have had otherwise. You know, I saw the world, not only seeing the world, but seeing the world in a whole new way that most people don't get to see it, you know? And so yeah, it just opened up my world to everything.
Changed you as a person?
It made me, I think, more worldly, obviously, and more open and more accepting, I think, of differences and things like that. And I think that's sort of the importance of travel in general. You know, we need to see the rest of the world and understand that, like, we're just a little part of all of this.
Yeah.
But, you know, so some people join the military and they see the world. I joined a band and I was fortunate enough to do that.
Dealing with fame and adulation.
It's a little strange for me, even after all these years. I mean, 22 years of Save Ferris, it's like a little weird. But I think I try and view it as a fan. You know, because I am a fan. Like, I totally fan out on bands, and I go to shows, and I'm in the mosh pit sometimes. Like, I'm a fan. So I try and think about, like, the people that I really admire musically were talking to me, how that conversation would go, in which I wouldn't feel strange as a fan, or, you know. So I try not to be off-putting or anything like that. I try and be gracious, but I don't know. It feels weird.
You've been the subject of a lot of OC Weekly articles in the last few years because there was a lot of controversy over the whole playing shows without getting the permission of whatever that nonsense was.
Yeah.
And then that was you won the name Save Ferris. Mm-hmm. How did that feel for you?
I don't know. I just I don't think there needed to be a fight to begin with, honestly, you know, but that wasn't my choosing. Unfortunately, there was just, you know, like a lot of misinformation thrown out there, and I think by getting the name, it caused people to shut up a little bit and go, wait, maybe I didn't get the whole story. So that was a nice part of it, but also bringing Save Ferris back has been really nice. People are really happy, and not only are the new fans happy to finally be seeing this band they've been listening to, the old fans are really happy to be reliving this time in their lives that was so special to them.
Yeah.
So
now, speaking of reliving times that were special, I interviewed you in 1997 backstage at the For the Kids benefit.
Oh my God, I remember that. I totally remember that.
So tell me about your new record.
It's called Checkered Past. It's an EP, 5 songs. Yes, we thought it was appropriate. The double entendre really fit the timing. And we do a song with Neville Staple on there from the Specials. And I just wanted to reacquaint people with the sound of Save Ferris and who we were, and then a little bit of an introduction to who we may become.
How did the Neville Staples connection come along?
He and I have been friends for years, yeah. And actually, I did Warped Tour with them in 98 or 2000, I can't remember, maybe 98. But yeah, I think that's how I originally met him.
What would you say is one of your favorite special songs?
Maybe Monkey Man. I like that song.
Yeah, I like Nightclub.
Oh yeah, next.
Now, are we going to see any documentaries, any live video tapings of any of your future shows for release?
That would be cool. Does anybody want to come out and take charge of that project?
Who is releasing your album?
Well, we actually don't technically have a label. It's more of a distribution deal. So we did it ourselves mostly, with a little help.
How do you like photo shoots today compared to back in the late 90s?
They're easier.
Really?
Yeah, I actually did a shoot where the photographer had a screen on the ground, and every time he took a digital photo, the photo would come up and I got to look at it and go, yeah, that's a good one. Delete the other one. I loved it. I love modern technology for that.
Well, tell me about the songs on the new album. There's 5 of them. It's an EP, right?
Yeah, it's an EP. I kind of wanted to go back to the beginning because I feel like my favorite Say Ferris album and my favorite time of Say Ferris was when we put out our first EP, the Red album, Introducing Say Ferris. We did that independently. It was an EP. It wasn't as complicated as the other albums. And I love the youthfulness of the sound and just the raw sense of, recording with that. So I tried to go back to that a little bit, but honestly, like I said, I was trying to sort of reintroduce everybody to the different faces of Say Ferris. So the songs each have their own personality, and that's really what I was trying to do.
How far did you have to dig down inside yourself to become that Monique again that you were back in the late 90s, early 2000s?
It was like riding a bike.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm so much more, I'm older now, so I'm a lot less awkward and I'm more sure of myself and I feel just more developed as a human. So it was really easy for me to put the wig on and play the role.
Makeup must-haves.
I love that. Right now, it would be the Kat Von D waterproof liquid liner.
Let's see those eyes.
They're a little messy right now.
That looks cool.
I started doing my stage makeup already today. I think it looks okay. And then lashes. Vegas Nay lashes from Target.
She's become big.
I don't even know who she is, but Vegas Nay, I don't even know who that is, but her lashes are awesome. And I just call every tour the eyelash and bobby pin tour because there's lashes the guys are finding them in their bottoms of their bags and bobby pins everywhere, and it's pretty funny. I never have enough lashes.
Do you apply your own lashes?
Yeah.
What lash glue do you use?
I think it's a clear L'Oreal. I think it's a silicone base because it's waterproof. It's kind of sticky and stringy.
How is the Kat Von D eyeliner working for you?
I haven't found my perfect liner yet. Let's put it that way. For stage, you really need something that sticks.
Foundation.
Smashbox HD.
Powder.
I don't use a powder. I kind of like having a little dewiness.
Okay.
I don't like looking too matte, honestly. I don't know, I like looking a little fresh.
How much do you have to touch up?
It's funny because on this tour, I just do my show and then I just leave my lashes and my makeup on for the rest of the night and put a do-rag on my head and hang out. And everybody's like, you look so pretty. I'm like, it's show makeup. But by the end of the night, everything's sort of falling apart and flaking off. And I don't even reapply. I don't even bother.
Where can people get your album?
Get it on Amazon. You can get it on iTunes.
And thank you, Monique. Blairing Out with Eric Blair show with Monique Powell of Say Ferris signing off.
The Blairing Out Show.